Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in today's episode we will be talking about the Primulus Malacoides, or otherwise called the fairy primrose, which belongs to the Primulaceae family that has innumerable species and are grown for their flowers that spring up during spring. Another related fact is that the name Primulus comes from the word primus, which also means prime, in that the flowers of this plant are among the first ones to bloom during spring. This is a plant I bought from Coonoor, and it is an alpine plant, which means that you can find this in mountainous regions. So I'm not very sure how it will grow in a climate like Bangalore's. But I'm pretty sure that it might not do well in very hot and arid regions. This plant is native to China. So fingers crossed with this one. Now, this plant is a perennial, and somewhere I've read that this is also a biennial, which means that it will last for 2 years. So I need to check this one out and see what this plant exactly is in the coming years. It has numerous leaves that are hairy and succulent, and the flowers arise out of a long stalk that is 2 to 15 centimeter tall. These have fragrant flowers that can be pink, white, purple, etc. Also, do be mindful of the fact that this could be weedy, and I've seen this grow on the streets as well in Coonoor. So always be mindful before you purchase something. This plant can be allergic to some people, so keep that in mind while handling the plant with bare hands. This is not a frost-loving plant, but is semi-cold tolerant. This plant loves growing under part shade conditions. The soil must be acidic, so add lots of compost. Make sure you add the plant in the new container by maintaining the earlier soil level. A mix of 30% sand and 70% compost would be ideal. Watering must be consistent, but you need to make sure that the soil is well draining. It does not like being underwatered, especially during the summer months. This is not very fertilizer hungry, just keep adding organic matter into it once in a while. The plant can be easily grown from seeds, and you will find its seeds in these pods when it becomes mature. You can also divide the plant during summer once the flowers die. If you live in frost affected areas, then you can divide it during spring, and in a climate like ours in India, we can divide this in September or so. The flowers of this plant attract a lot of butterflies. So for those who are lucky enough to grow this plant, can grow this in a hanging basket or plant it in the ground. Growing this together will give this clustered look. So with this, we've come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and if you like this episode, then please like, share and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.